Now we're going to take a look at the effects that errors can have on the trial balance. So we have a series of situations here in front of you, and we're going to talk about what happens under each of these different scenarios. It says that you can use the attached video to help you complete this activity. So I would encourage you to also go back and watch this video. It says that a payment to a creditor was recorded as a debit to accounts payable for $258 and as a credit to cash for $102. Okay, so the first question we want to know, is the transaction equal or does it not balance? So we have a debit for $258 and a credit for $102. So our debits do not equal in this situation, so we're going to choose unequal totals. And in the input box, we're going to explain why and what's going to happen because of this error. Okay, so we recorded the accounts payable as a debit. All right, so what's going to happen is we're going to have the total debits are going to be $156 more than the total credits. So total debits will be $156 more than total credits. So when you're preparing the trial balance in the very end, when you total debits and credits, they're not going to equal because we didn't equal right here. So because we took less out of total debits and the difference between these two amounts is $156, that's what's going to happen. Scenario B says a payment of $300 to a creditor for an account payable was debited to accounts receivable and a credit to cash. So in this situation, we still have $300, so everything is going to be equal in this scenario, but there's still going to be effect because we used the wrong accounts. So both accounts receivable, which is an asset account, and accounts payable, which is a liability account, will be overstated. So both accounts receivable and accounts payable will be overstated. Okay, so what's happening here, so $300 to a creditor for accounts payable was debited to accounts receivable and credited cash. So we were supposed to debit accounts payable, but we didn't. So it looks like we still owe $300 more than we do. And then we debited accounts receivable when we shouldn't, so it looks like someone owes us $300 more than they should. So they're both overstated. A purchase of office supplies of $840 was recorded as a debit to office supplies for $84 and as a credit to cash for $84. All right, so a purchase of office supplies. So we have the right accounts and they balance. Okay, so we have equal balances. However, we didn't do it for the right amount. We were supposed to do it for $140 and we left off the zero and only did it for $84. So $840 minus $84 gives us a difference of $756. Okay, so both accounts would be incorrect. Cash would be overstated by that $756, and office supplies would be understated by $756. And the reason is that we should have credited cash for $840, so we didn't take out enough, so it looks like we have more cash than what we do. And then we should have increased our supplies for $840, and we only increased them for $84, so they're also understated. A purchase of equipment for $900 was recorded as a debit to supplies for $900 and as a credit to cash for $900. Okay, so $900 equals $900, so we still equal, but we bought equipment and we debited supplies instead. So what's happening in this scenario is for $900, our equipment would be understated by the $900, okay? And supplies, spell right, would be overstated because we should have debited supplies and we didn't. or I'm sorry, we should have debited equipment and we didn't, so it's missing $900, and we debited supplies when we shouldn't, so it has $900 too much.